right, welcome back to Catch Up with Kinsey. This is our second segment, and today we're going to talk about new hires. So we just got a few questions here, Kinsey. What are some key features you look for in a resume?
In a resume, the most important thing that I look for is that someone has loyalty or consistency somewhere that they've been. It's a really great sign when someone's spent 2 or 3 years or 5 years or 10 years in one company or grown within a company. The other thing that I look for is diversification in their experience. One of the things we see now just across the globe is that a lot of people don't go into the career that they went to college for. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that as long as somebody has experience in several different types of industries, they can bring a lot to the table in a new company.
All right. What are some key features you look for in an interview?
There's 2 things that really matter to me in an interview, or 3 things. The first thing is that they can make eye contact with me. Obviously, that's such an important part of communication. The second thing is that they have a really firm handshake. Obviously, that's such an important part of showing confidence and intentionality in what you're doing and just being able to take control. And then the third thing is their ability to converse or to communicate. Obviously, our whole business is about communication, marketing, sales, working with people, leadership development, client management. Someone has to have good communication skills in that, and that's why I love to do 3 rounds of interviews so you can really get to know somebody and their ability to communicate.
All right, what would you say to someone that is looking for a job right now during this pandemic or recently got laid off?
Yeah, I would say, obviously it's tough out there for sure, but the more shots you take, the more you make. So obviously keep, applying for jobs, keep trying. The biggest piece of advice I would have is think outside the box. For me personally, my degree was not in marketing. I didn't originally plan to be in the marketing or sales industry. I, had originally planned to be in the healthcare industry, but, I graduated college back during the, housing crisis of 2008, and obviously, the job market was really tough then too. And so, one of my mentors gave me advice to, think outside the box and try things that maybe were a little bit outside my comfort zone, or that I had not experienced yet. And obviously I fell into this, business, and here I am, many years later. So it's different doesn't always mean bad. Be willing to take the shot, and the more shots you take, the more you make, for sure.
Okay, and then why is growth so important to this company?
Oh, so many reasons. Obviously, the first reason why growth is important to our company is that's the future of it. If you stay stagnant, then somebody's going to pass you by, and you can't continue to grow, in clients or, revenue or reputation or anything like that. So that's so important. The second thing is, I want everyone who's on our team to see the same level of success and growth that I have, or even more than that, and beat me. And I think that, by offering growth opportunity, you empower people to really be able to take control of their own future and their own opportunity, rather than waiting for somebody else to tell them what to do. So I like the fact that they get to work for their own goals, not somebody else's necessarily. And then the third thing with growth is it raises the standards, which I think is so important. One of the reasons why we've been able to grow with such big clients is, because we're constantly looking to raise the bar up the ante for ourselves. And so, I think somebody who is that kind of competitive driven, high performer type attitude is really valuable to our company, and it's also allows us to think bigger and grow as a company with new clients or new opportunities or new retail partners or things like that.
All right, so kind of speaking about that growth, what are some of the growth or expansion goals that you have for the company in the future?
Yeah, so many. Take over the world. No, I'm just kidding. The most important thing for us right now is we have a very large client that we just launched, and they want to be in 10,000 locations within 2 years. So that's our focus for right now, is to really expand nationally over the course of the next 2 years. Obviously, we, kind of adjusting what that looks like with, the pandemic and everything happening, but that's our number one focus.
All right, so there you go. That's our second segment with Catch Up with Kinsey, and just getting to know more about new hires.